Hello guys, welcome to this live stream. There's about 45 minutes left. You have to remember with this plane, not much, it's pretty user friendly. Just got to remember to use the boost during combat, and that's about it. Currently carrying a pair of rockets, 21cm rockets. WGR-21 Rocket. Gonna fly out to the Allied airbase and shoot it up. It's a target. I think that's where the the BF110 was headed as well. Where's he got to? And see if I can get into some combat with the boost on. Yesterday my auto level wasn't working and my cannon wasn't working either. And today the auto level is working, so that's good. And probably that means the cannon's going to be working as well. I was basically operating yesterday just with the machine guns. They're good guns, they're basically 50 caliber, they're 13mm. But also there's a cannon there and there's a cannon there, which I want to make use of as well. From here I want to head 230, 216, that's about right. The takeoff track of the runway is almost the same as the direction to the Allied airfield. Should I climb? Yeah, I should probably climb. Yeah, I should probably climb a bit. But he destroyed a ZIS truck. There are ZIS trucks parked at the Allied airfield. That was probably the BF110, although I don't think he would have got there that quickly. So it's probably someone else. I'm trying to interpret what's going on by reading the status updates. Not always easy to do or accurate. Continuous mode is at 85% power. It's pretty user friendly. You've just got a throttle down there. You just got a throttle. And a few other things, like there's a fuel tap there. And some magnetos. Those aren't really in-flight controls as such. The airfield should be somewhere. Where am I? St. Truden. I don't know, a bit off course. I should be going 230. As I say, there's only a throttle. There's an absence of usual controls in planes, such as the propeller RPM control, the pitch lever as it's called, and what else? Something else there. The P-47 has a turbo supercharger lever there and things like that. This plane doesn't have any of that. So yeah, it's pretty user friendly. G'day Zane. Now that you have flown the Tempest, what conclusions do you have about it? It's good. It's probably the best fighter plane in the whole game. You just gotta not G-lock and then you're fine. I found slowing down for dogfights was pretty useful. That's a useful skill in general, to avoid G-locking, because you've got such a huge wing area and such a high speed. You can G-lock it so easily. So to avoid that, as soon as you get close enough to an enemy to be in a dogfight, you want to, even though you're capable of such high speeds, you want to pull your throttle right back, and then you can maneuver with the enemy. And also, a bit like the P-40 Kitty Hawk, it's an excellent boom zoomer. It can dive extremely well. Again, just of course be careful of G-lock, but it can maintain rudder and elevator and aileron authority, full control authority, even at an extremely high speed. So that's really good about it. At low speed, it can turn extremely well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I would have flown the P-38 just now, except there's an imbalance on the teams and there's not many people on the server right now. I think there's 9 Allies and 5 German. I'm way off course. That's okay, I'll be coming directly out of the sun. Hun in the sun. D-9 is my fave German fighter in game. Oh, okay. Not the K-4. I think the K-4 has the edge on the D-9, but nothing wrong with the D-9. It's one of the best planes in the game for sure. So there is my target airfield. Plenty of targets down there. Oh well, I'll get started. I might check it out briefly, see if I can see any aircraft down there. I don't think I'll be able to see aircraft from here though. The airfield's going to start shooting at me soon too. I don't want to use my boost yet, but I'm going to have to remember to use the boost when I get into combat. There's the flare going off to say that I'm here. Now, what's my target? I know, there's kind of a couple of fuel dumps up here. I'll go for those. There's also fuel dumps here. Maybe I should go for them. Yeah, I'll go for those. Bullseye. That was devastating. .40 minutes left on this map, so not a great deal of time. I'm carrying about 75–80% fuel. Should be enough. Don't want to run out of fuel. It's the worst. Utter devastation. Do my cannons work? They don't. Cannons aren't working. Crazy. Maybe they are working, but usually I've got them set on two different buttons. An only button, like the main trigger button works, and the secondary trigger button doesn't do anything. Damn, no cannon potentially. Or maybe I'm just not carrying any cannon. I don't know. See if I can take out 2 fuel at once, maybe. No, maybe not. I'll stick to 1 pass per thing. Go for that one as well. It's got a couple of trucks near it. No AAA. Interesting. One's already destroyed. Don't want to slow down, I want to keep my speed pretty high. It's like I've got the airfield to myself so far. Thing is, honestly, I can't see when there's another aircraft even in my vicinity, a kilometre away, so there could be one right here and I'd be... There is one right there. There is one right there. Boost. Yeah, I can see one just. There he is there. What is... Tempest, I think. Don't G-lock it. What should I do? He's got the altitude. Where's the airfield? I'll bring it back to the airfield slowly. Damn, he's going to come out of the sun if I don't move. He's probably a Tempest. He's probably going to try and come in way too fast. So if I just keep dodging around like this, might be able to avoid the attack. Where? Has he lost me? Airfield, there it is. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Got my boost engaged. Is he below me? Can't see him. Can't see him. Mind you, he's pretty much just a speck before. Where? I don't know. Lost him. I'll come around into the sun. Hopefully he's not up there. If he's still up there, I'll be screwed. And I'll turn around and I'll come in from the sun towards the airfield and hopefully spot the aircraft. Looks like he didn't even get a pass in. Got some altitude now. Just got to find that damn aircraft. I think it was a Tempest. See anything? Good luck. The best way to flush him out is to resume my boom and zoom, but at a high speed. Maybe he crashed out because of G-lock. That's possible in the Tempest. No, inconclusive. Oh well, let's resume the attack. Turn the boost off now, I think. Finish off the fuel. What do we got? We got some aircraft here. B-25s. Still some trucks there. Probably about 35 minutes left, I think. I think I'm pretty much done with the fuel. I'm just going to hit all the vehicles. Pretty risky, but I got 2 of them, I think. Or I gave it a shot. Let off a bit of speed though. B-25 and A-20B. Alright, good. I got 2. Perfecto. Oh shit! Tempest, P-38 got me. Just kind of noticed him in the last second, put the boost on, went full power, reduced the power a bit, tried not to G-lock it, started turning and climbing to the right, but he got me. K4 is faster, but prefer the D9's guns and its harmony of controls. Yeah. Sylvain. Favorite. Your team's named after that plane. Cool. Favorite of World War II on the Axis side. Zane, try to use roll to force scissors. Yeah, because this plane has such a good rate of roll. It'll roll much faster than pretty much everything else. Let me just check my gun status. MG-131, MG-151-20. Yeah, I'm missing some guns. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to ditch the rocket pod. Got to press Shift D and ditch the rocket pods. It says I destroyed 2 planes, but that's planes on the ground. Probably about 30 minutes left. Just adjusted my quick view there. I'm going to keep adjusting my quick view until I get it just how I want it over the coming flights. Every time I fly in a plane, I'm going to adjust the quick view if I haven't already to try and get it really good. This one is a little bit improved. Alright, let's rock and roll. One thing I could have done there, it's good I remembered to use boost this time, but I'm carrying rockets, and you press Shift D and it dispenses the rocket pods after you've fired the rockets, and I forgot to do that. That would have been slowing me down quite a bit. And that's of course because I don't use the rockets very often. I don't fly this plane very often. There's so many planes. So when you do get in one, it's good to fly it for a few flights in a row so you can remember how to get good at it. So I've got to use boost and got to use the roll rate. 20 minutes left in this game, and got to dispense with the rocket pods as soon as I've fired the rockets. One thing I noticed is the roll rate, even at this low climb out speed, it seems a little bit sluggish, and I wonder if that's because I'm carrying rockets on the wings. That's probably what that is. Someone says Mustang is the best prop in the game, in my opinion. I think you could be right. There's some evidence that Mustang is better, faster at higher altitude, like at 25,000 feet, whereas Tempest is better and at least faster, closer to ground level and below 16,000 feet. You had to, if there was a dogfight between a Tempest and a Mustang at 25,000 feet, I'd take the Mustang. I'd probably also take another higher altitude aircraft like this one that I'm flying now, or a BF109 K4 over a Tempest at high altitude. But at low altitude, who's going to win in a fight, hypothetically, for example, between a Tempest and a P51D Mustang? I think the Tempest might have the ability to engage and disengage because the Mustang would be slower at sea level. Alright, so there is the town, there's the runway. I'm going to fire, so that was a P-38 that was cruising around. I'm going to fire the rockets at something. Need to choose the biggest target. I've only got 20 minutes left as well. And then dispense the rockets. And then, I don't know. One interesting thing is now the Spitfire 9 has 150 octane fuel optional. So that makes the Spitfire 9 very much faster than it would have otherwise been. Much faster than it used to be in the game because it's got that higher octane fuel. I'm almost thinking of the Spitfire 9 as a mini Tempest or vice versa. Tempest is a giant, heavier Spitfire with 2,700 horsepower. Yeah, you're right, Zane. This plane's rate of roll is definitely an asset in combat, and you can try and force the scissors with it and spit your enemy out in front of you just by rolling. And using the roll rate the fast roll rate in a bunch of barrel rolls. Usually I think scissors is going to work best from high altitude. You can still do like a flat one. There goes the flare. Lets the enemy know that I'm here. Hopefully I don't get jumped. What am I going to shoot? Is that fuel there? I think that's fuel. I don't remember there being fuel there, but that looks like fuel next to the control tower. And I think there's a ZIS truck and two batteries of fuel. Might go for that. That looks like a juicy enough target for my rockets. And then dispense the rockets. It's high. I think it still worked, but it was high. Have lowered the nose or fired a bit earlier. Alright, I think I've dispensed my rocket pods. How's the roll rate now? It's about the same. Maybe it's a bit faster actually. I didn't get a status message telling me that I'd dispersed the rockets though. Round will end in 15 minutes. There's a plane on my tail. And I think he got me and chopped off my wing. It's that same P-38. What to do in that situation? It's kind of like if I stay in front of the P-38's guns, even at a fairly long distance, it's probably going to hit me. I think I'm going to try turning to the right, maybe doing a U-turn, doing like a really aggressive U-turn that's at high power, and it'll gradually bleed off speed. And then when I've done my U-turn, I'll look and I'll see where he is, and then I'll make up my mind where to go from there. Hopefully I get another opportunity in this round. 150 spit, yeah, I'll try and include it. I mean, my focus right now is on the P-38 Lightning. We've got about 10 minutes left. Airfield's under attack. There. What's that? Looks like a 190. That's a 190. I've also set these rockets to detonate at 1200 meters, so technically I can shoot them at another aircraft if I get the opportunity. Landing gear up. Heading roughly 230. Got to be pretty careful right now because I've taken off when the airfield is demonstrating with a flare that there's an enemy aircraft in the area. The airfield that I've taken off from is called Ash, and it's apparently under attack. Yeah, I can see some firing there. I better turn around and address that. I can see the firing but not the aircraft. About 10 minutes left in this round. Just got to find the aircraft now. They're shooting at something up there. This is the thing, I can't see any aircraft around here. I know there's one there. The flak is shooting at it. Not wasting my time. I just want to head to the airfield, but then this. That's BS. Alright, we got flak over there. And I see the tracer there. Someone's firing at me, I think. Just on. I have to ditch my rocket pods at some point. There is some flak, and there's some shooting. There is an aircraft or two. Which one am I after? Which one am I after? Shit! I think I got him though. Wings okay? Wings okay? Yes, yes. Flat. Oh, that's gonna hurt. G-suit in American planes helps a lot. Yeah, that would be a significant factor in the 51 and probably the 47. And whichever one else they use it in. That was a P-47. Probably 5 minutes left. One plane? Alright. I got that 47. Fired rockets at him and blasted him. You wouldn't know that there was a combat here just a few seconds ago. It's completely quiet. It's shifted to the west and the north. I can see an aircraft up there actually. Can you see that? There's one there. What is it? Yeah, it's a D-9. Minutes left. I think the boost lasts for 10 minutes, so I'll keep it on. Full power. Let's go full power, full boost and see how long I can last for. Hopefully I'll last for the full 5 minutes. At least it'll be a learning opportunity to see about the power. 109. Otherwise I'd scissor him, aha! If that was a P-51, he'd be toast. It's always good when they come in with too high a speed and you can just scissor them. What do we got there? I think that's that 109. I'm headed for their airfield. Looking, of course, for shooting over there. What's he up to? Still wanting to head about 2:30. He's just hanging around the airfield, I think. I don't know how many enemies we had there. I think there was two. I think there was a Mustang and a P-47. Obviously, I destroyed the 47. But yeah, Allies have destroyed more targets and win the map. Just give me 1 minute. Will I get there in time? I think it's going to take me 2.5 minutes to get there. 1 minute, 50 seconds. be the end of this stream, guys, and then I'll probably be back when the server gets busier later on in, I don't know when, whenever the next, maybe in 4 hours time or something. Fire the rockets. They should explode in 1200 meters. There we go. It looks closer than 1200 meters though. It looks like it's about 400. There's the town and there's the airfield over there somewhere, no doubt. And that's the end of the round. Thanks everyone. Thanks you guys that participate in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. .com. Support on Patreon and join the channel on YouTube. It's $5 a month. Cancel anytime. Really helps. I'm FroggyFrog9000. Catch you guys hopefully in about 4 hours time on this map again. Hopefully when the map's when it's more populated, and so there'll be more targets. Okay, bye for now. Cheers.